Okay, here we are in Northampton, Pennsylvania at 6710 Weaversville Road. We are at the facility that was once the part of Allentown State Hospital. It was a facility used for what they considered the criminally insane. It later transformed into a maximum security juvenile prison. As you can still see, they've got the heavy screen bars on the window, both inside and outside. And then later, after this facility was shut down by Ed Rendell, it transformed into a place that was called Wings for Life. And Wings for Life was a place for teenage girls that had gotten in trouble with the law, but they were pregnant. So it was a way for them to have a place to place a type of girl that might need extra help and attention. Weaversville was basically one of the top facilities, not only in the state but in the nation, for rehabilitation. There used to be barbed wire and razor wire on the top of this fence, as well as down there. That later changed when they moved to having the young ladies here. But this was a top-notch facility where they basically had one of the highest success rates for rehabilitation in the whole nation. If you look out here, these all used to be total cornfields for as far as you could see. It's now tree-lined with a development on the other side. But this used to just be nothing but cornfields for as far as you could see. Here was the intake area. They'd bring you in here. You take a little look down the hallway here. Try and get a look inside. You can't really see a whole lot. Show you some more of the outside of the building here. Over there, that was an area that they used for a handball area and some other recreation. Down here is a coal chute that they used to run the coal into. This place ran a work release. It was basically a work release where the residents would work within the facility, and while doing that, they would either load the coal, work maintenance, work in the kitchen. Weaversville in the 80s was owned by RCA, which was later bought by NBC or GE, and then NBC ended up having their investment into it. So it's kind of interesting how major corporations have their hands in the cookie jars of juvenile as well as adult rehabilitation. One of the big problems with when Ed Rendell actually had this shut down, Governor Ed Rendell of Pennsylvania had this shut down as part of a cost-cutting measure. Part of the problem is he then went and the kids were being sent then to juvenile facilities that didn't have either any or not near as good rehabilitation, and or the kids were sent to either more violent programs or to actually to adult prisons. So you had a situation where kids that may have normally come here to be rehabilitated could have easily been sent somewhere else where there was either more violent, less rehabilitation, or actually to an adult prison. Again, this place was heated by coal, and the kids would have to go down at like 4 o'clock in the morning and load up the old coal furnace. Most of the kids that were here, not all, but a good portion of them that were here for at least somewhat violent crimes, or very violent crimes. Some were here for rape, aggravated assault, armed robbery, carjackings, so on. You can see right here this building was built in 1938, and from 1938 up until the 1970s, this was a facility for Allentown State Hospital, along with the interior work release facility that they ran inside, helping to prepare kids for the outside. They also had an exterior work release where they would actually get kids to go out and work in the community and give them a chance to learn and readapt to the community and get their life going. The other things that this program had was GED classes, college prep classes. They also had a woodshop class, mechanical drawing classes, 2-cycle and 4-cycle engine classes. So they really did everything they could to help prepare the kids to be able to get back and go back and work in the community. It was definitely a place where the kids had every opportunity to be able to work their way back into the community and at least have somewhat of a decent start when they got back there. So I'm trying to show you all of the caged in windows and all of the exterior of this building. Pretty much impossible for me to be able to get a good look at the interior of this building. Got blinds on most of the windows. Again, it was a pretty incredible place, especially for kids that most of them, their other option besides here would have been go to jail, go directly to jail, do not pass go. Again, the fact that it was owned by RCA made it interesting, but the fact that it was also featured on 60 Minutes, I believe that was in 1984, may have been 1985, but the Weaversville Intensive Treatment Unit was featured on 60 Minutes. It was also featured in a magazine in France at around the same time, and you can Google up Weaversville Intensive Treatment Unit, and there's a lot of information on this place online. You can also Google up one of the guys who was one of the head counselors here, Arthur Eisenbuck, and he's got several articles written about juvenile rehabilitation. But it's a shame that this facility is going to waste. It's a shame Ed Rendell went and closed it down, not thinking about the kids that were here and where they were going to end up. And not only the kids that were here at the time that he closed it, but the kids that were here, or the kids that could be here, or even could be coming here now, because this was a fantastic program. Weaversville really understood, and the people at Weaversville really understood, what the kids needed and how to try to get them back to be a useful part of society. But sometimes there's more important things than helping the kids, and I guess that's correcting a fallible budget and making sure you get yourself reelected.